Greetings, one and all. Greetings, social media family, to my vlog. Now, today, Saturday, 4th of March. What have I got to do? I've got to pay my council tax. I've got to pay my water rates. I've got to pay my mobile. Yeah, those are the bills I've got to take care of today. But anyway, what else is going on today? Oh yeah, David Hay, Tony Bellew. Now, got to big up DJ Warm and Easy for giving me the backstory, as it were, because all I saw was the press conference and like them going hammer and tongs. So I was trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Are they just selling a fight, or do those two guys really despise each other? So Warm and Easy gave me a quick heads up as to the backstory of what went on. And after hearing that, I'm thinking, right, David Hay in 2 rounds. Is that enough for me to be spending a whole heap of money on? I don't think so. I'd rather just listen to it on Radio 5 Live or something like that. But yeah, that's the big thing for tonight. And now, switching from that to today's topic, which is a roll call. When the roll is called up yonder, said I gotta be there, hey. When the roll is called up yonder, said I gotta be there, hey. Tenor Saw. Yeah, the great Tenor Saw, man. You know, one of the innovators in the 90s dancehall thing. 80s, 90s dancehall. Yeah, he died horrible, man. He had a horrible death. Horrible. But yeah, there was him, King Kong, and Nitty Gritty. Give me some of your something, and me give you some of my thing. Alright then, so. Chibum chibum boom die. Alright then. Yeah, those were good times, man. It's like whenever I hear those names, there's only one sound that comes to mind when I hear those names, and that's Unity. That's Unity sound. Ribs and Unity. That sound and those artists, to me, are synonymous. You know what I mean? You know, they represented digital dancehall at that time. And obviously Jammies, you couldn't touch Jammies. Jammies ruled them times with his tunes out of road. There was him and Junja Laws and George Pang, latter half. Yeah. King Jammies was running things, man. Couldn't get that brother out at all, out to the dance hall. Yeah. But anyway, today is all about the roll call. Got something in my eye, man. Damn. Excuse me. And it's not matting on my eye either. Oh. Right. Okay. I can see clearly now. Right. So today is all about a roll call, and it's a roll call of musicians, colleagues, friends, and family, all in one. All in one. And they make up the Riddimworks Band. Now, who are the Riddimworks Band? Well, I'm going to tell you who the Riddimworks Band are. They're not a bunch of session musicians that I call periodically and I send them stuff and they turn up to rehearsal, they turn up to the gig, they get paid and go home. That's not the relationship that I have with these wonderful people. They are like family to me, you know, and I just want to give them props and big them up and take the time to big them up and let you know who they are and who they are to me, okay? So, first up, on drums, we have none other than Carly Dan. Now, he's a drummer with his own band, the Stone Roots, based in Leeds, right? And I have no problems in bringing him down to London to play, or wherever in the country we're playing. You know, he's based in Leeds, but he makes up the drum pattern in the band. See, and another thing about Carly is that he plays with heart. He doesn't showboat. He plays with absolute heart and conviction. And another thing I truly rate about the Ras is that he has ideas. He has lots of ideas, you know, and he always, you know, picks my brain and suggests, well, Lloyd, you know, what if we do this, and what if we do that, and what if we try and do this, and, you know, and just try and lift the band, you know what I mean, to another level. And that's what I love about the brother, because you don't get a lot of musicians basically doing that in your band, especially amongst session musicians. You won't get that. They're just basically turning up, doing the gig, getting paid, go home. You know what I'm saying? You know, and there are musicians like that. You know, it's just par for the course. You know, so that's Carly Dan, my drummer. Next up, we have Otis Curtin on bass. Now, I've known Otis over half of my life, 35 years. And that brother still look like he's 20 odd. I could give him a slap, you see. I've known him for 35 years. He was the guitarist in Sweet Distortion. Very talented brother. Very talented brother. He's a little Robbie Shakespeare when you see him. He just has that vibe about him. And, you know, another facet of him that I like is that, you know, he knows how to put on shows. Because he was the MD for the Salute to the Wailers show, which featured many great artists in the past, like Julian Jr. Marvin, the original lead guitarist for the Wailers, and Misha Paris. Count Prince Miller, who was actually the MC for Bob Marley's Exodus tour, was on the show as well, and he was in Black Heroes with us as well. You know, so it was a nice family knit kind of vibe as well. You know, so he's more than worth his salt. You know, he's my friend and I love him. You know, he's like a brother to me. And next up, another brother, Remy Jalor. Him being the guitarist in Sweet Distortion 35 years ago. Artica brother. He's got a warm vibe and spirit about him, you know, and he's there to help. He's there to help you in any situation, on and off stage. You know, more than friends. More than friends. They're like brothers to me, man. Next, on keyboards, Ras Delroy Scott on keyboards. Another cool article Ras. The brother's just cool. He's just so cool, you know. He's there and he will do what is needed to be done, and he's a joker as well. And he's just a cool brother. He's just a cool brother. The brother's just so cool. Right, so horn section. We have Patrick Anthony. Now, I don't need to tell you anything about Patrick. You know what I mean? It'd be easy to tell you what he hasn't done in this industry. I keep saying industry. In this business. It's easy to tell you what he hasn't done. You know? But could tell you in a few words. Matumbi. Aswad. UB40. Matix. I rate the brother because he's just straight down the line. You take him out, you leave him. He's one of them Marmite brothers. You either like him or you don't. You know what I mean? And he nah beg no friend. He just comes and does what he does, and he puts his expertise into the thing. And you treat him right, he treats you right. You know what I mean? And I like people like that. Can't take bullshitters. Do you know what I mean? Patrick Anthony on trumpet. Sarah Tobias on saxophone and flute. A lovely, warm human being. She's warm. She's very, you know, she fits in. You know, she just fits in. And she works with many other bands as well, you know, and she just fits in and works the thing, you know, and very warm human being. Love her vibe, love her spirit. Right, next up we have my backing vocalists, which are collectively known as the Mellow Trees, which is a name that was given to them by Luciano, the Messenger, when they backed him on tour in Grenada. So who am I to change their names? They were probably beat me up on the stage if that was to happen. If I was to say, yeah, welcome the Riddimworks trees, they would stop singing, beat me up on stage, tie me up with the microphone cord, and sing their own songs just to teach me a lesson. I'm not joking, they will. First up we have Novi, or Nobby. I've known that lady around the same time, 35 years plus, when me and Sweet Distortion was rehearsing in Triangle in Hackney. You know, she was doing her thing with other artists and bands, doing her backing vocals. And she full of joke. She cheeky though. But I love her, man. Next up, we have Anne. And I call her Miss Trouble. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Like when she comes into rehearse, it's like I have to keep my mouth closed for at least 5 minutes until she gets acclimatized to the situation. And once she starts to smile, then I can talk to her. Yes, Anne, yeah, you, yeah. Yeah, I love her too, man. And also, last but by no means least, Lynn Gerald. And as you know, I am, well, I have produced an album with her. The album is called Debut and it will be out May the 26th. So that's the plug. Shift the plug. Now, Lynn has worked with Womack and Womack. She's done work with Boney M. And, you know, she teaches as well. She teaches, she's a music teacher as well. And she teaches students of all ages, you know. And she's often been trying to get me to do the same thing. And I hope to, you know. But she has an awesome talent, awesome voice. Collectively, they just make me sound beautiful because I can't do it on my own. You know what I mean? Contrary to popular belief, I can't do it on my own. But when they get together and they sing, they put their harmonies on my songs. Sometimes I just literally stop and I forget myself and I'm just basking in that harmonic glow that they exude, even in rehearsals, as well as on stage. And last but by no means least, we have a new addition to the band, and his name is Roman Price. And I've employed him as my second guitarist. I met him in Portland, Oregon when I was on tour in the States. And him and Carly Dan are both in Stone Roots now. They've worked extensively together with people like Finley Quay and other artists as well, and they've traveled the world together as well. So they're tight as a unit within those two. So to have him in the fold now is the icing on the cake, you know. So we're looking to kind of broaden the sound, and I know that with the addition of Roman, he's going to do just that. I mean, he's just a stickler for perfection in terms of, you know, the songs we give him, how we rehearse, and the synergy between the two guitarists. So I know that between him and Remy, oh man, I can't wait. The colors that those guys are going to produce, you know, on stage is going to be beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And as a backup on trombone, when we need to draw for the big guns on the big shows, then Buttons, aka Henry Matic Tenu. Now, he sent me a message the other day saying it's only the old foot man like you that calls me Buttons. To the youths, them, I'm known as Henry Matic Tenu. All right. I know you as Buttons, and I will still keep calling you Buttons. So this foot is going to get holder by the second. So That, ladies and gentlemen, is the lineup. That is the collective known as the Riddimworks Band. They're not just a collective of session musicians. They are family to me. And I love them with all my heart. And I trust all of those guys with my career. It's not just about me being front and center. It's about them too, and featuring the talents that they have when they play on stage. Not only on stage, but when they play on my albums as well. And when they perform on my albums too. Do you know what I mean? Because it's the same pool of musicians that I utilize in my recording projects. So I'm just letting people know who are the Riddimworks Band and what they mean to me. Okay? So, is with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu today because I'm expecting a delivery. And like I said, I've got some bills to pay. And I hope all of you have a blessed day, afternoon, evening and night. And until we meet again, you done know the coup. Please, people, please, may I beg you, abstain from foolishness. And until I catch you on the next one, please, stay blessed. Magan.